Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Blue Podcast where we get interesting people on. Today I've got Jamie as my co-host, and we have Sam and Yusi. How you boys doing?
Happy days.
We are good. We are
happy
good.
to be here.
Yeah. So what makes you guys famous then?
I don't know if you know, but I run a very successful pub quiz in Southwest London.
You do?
Yeah.
No free promo though?
No, none of that. We won't say where it is. They can find it out themselves.
I'm just some bum you met in a pub, basically.
So we know you guys enjoyed Full Poshers in the Pub, and obviously us three know those three poshers quite well, and so we thought we'd kind of do it again, basically, but more football stuff. Arsenal fan, United fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shirt over there. Beautiful.
I think Henry's knees are in shot, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry, we'll get on to that later.
Yes, we will.
But yeah, so how are you boys doing? Cold?
A little bit cold, but I think we turned the heating on for a good 2-3 minutes before we actually got started. So
Yeah, I've only got this scarf on, so I'm pointing it out.
I could just about feel my toes again.
Yeah.
Just about.
Well, I think a good point to start, I know you wanted to start on this as well, is how's United doing?
Not well. I think it's 14th now we're in, but a good draw on the weekend against the top side.
No, celebrating a draw, that is the pinnacle of United, isn't
Well,
it?
look, if Xerxes had been 0.5 of a second earlier, we would have maybe got a goal.
I think what you mean to say is if Xerxes is a good footballer, you might have
bounce
scored.
I was about to
pass,
say the fact that he bounced past that where he did is an absolute joke.
Shocking.
To a centre back as well.
Honestly.
Like
Harry
you should
Maguire
know-
was so ready to be the
all
man
game.
of the
Was
match.
I not saying Harry Maguire would get the winner, and he still didn't? He very nearly
Shock.
did.
I mean, you know what it is, yeah? Imagine the scenes if he had scored that. Mate.
It would have
It would go
like,
down in
everything
history.
forgiven.
Go down in history.
Yeah.
Everything
Absolutely.
forgiven.
Nobody would ever talk about his forehead again.
No. Wow.
I
everyone-
would have.
That's
Probably.
literally all
Yeah.
he's about. Slabhead, former England captain. I don't know. Yeah.
Former.
Yeah.
Former.
Very- yeah.
Who's England captain now?
Kane.
Yeah,
It's Kane, of course. Yeah.
Shouldn't
yeah.
be.
I mean, he's probably. I mean, thoughts on is he gonna keep his place?
Could you imagine
Yes.
him,
Yeah.
Yes.
like
Yeah.
a mouth breather as he is, giving a team talk? No chance.
With Palmer next to him.
Just staring into the
No
distance.
chance. No chance.
Don't get him
staring
on an
into
interview.
this.
What
Alright,
Palmer?
boys, we win this game, we get some chippy chips.
Yeah.
He'd play the best game of his life.
Oh, he really would. He really would.
If he knew we got free chippy chips after every game, he'd be f***ing up. I mean, he already is.
But it needs to be proper chippy chips, as so specified.
I feel like there are some players that just thrive off of eating like food and like just
Vardy.
having a curry.
Vardy.
Yeah, you know.
Vardy.
3 Red Bulls.
Yeah, they're
for a
just
game.
proper geezers
Yeah.
and they
3
need
Red
chippy
Bulls for a
chips
game?
and curry.
He just backs
and,
3 Red Bulls and goes out.
Mate.
So, but he'll wake up
Well,
in
it
the morning, have
works.
a Red Bull when he drops the kids off. Then he'll get into Leicester, have a Red Bull, and then you'll see if you watch the pre-match
In
when
the
they're like waiting in
tunnels.
the tunnel, he has another. Red
He's just backing it. He
Yeah.
just down.
What a guy.
Yeah, you watch him. He'll open the can and go that, and then it's gone.
Any chance we can talk about the Arsenal game yesterday?
I don't think.
What? That came 1-0.
I don't think we should.
So I just
Bull. What do you
that
want to
reminded me. That
specifically talk
reminded
about?
how they're on the decline. I want to talk about that.
Nah, we're not on the decline.
Those
What
were the
it
words
is-
when we were walking on the way here, buddy.
No, I said some of our players are in decline.
Absolutely.
I think when Arsenal first 3 seasons or 2 seasons ago, season before last, when we started playing really well, the way we played suited all the players that we had. And since then, after we shat the bed at the end of the season, we've kind of became more and more conservative. And now Martinelli doesn't have space to run in behind. We used to thrive off of counters and getting people.
He did last
I was
in-
going to say he did, but it's more about confidence in terms of should have finished. Yeah, yesterday he should have scored.
I agree.
There's no question about it.
I agree,
Is
but
it-
I don't think he's got as many chances as he used to. We used to honestly, consistently score within 15 minutes. Now, we're waiting till the 60th minute to get a corner and score. It's a bit depressing.
Come on, you look at was it Atalanta first Champions League game? Martinelli threw on goal 1-on-1, missed. Yesterday hit the post. Timber headed over from 3 yards out.
Havertz missed the ball.
Havertz had chances. Trossard had chances. Just need to start converting.
What I mean is Trossard and Martinelli have been in decline for 2 seasons. I mean, Martinelli had 16 goals 2 seasons ago from open play. No pens, no free kicks.
That's pretty
If
good.
he's playing for United, they're all going to treat him like he's the next coming Ronaldo. But just nobody seemed to...
Garnacho, who is also...
Yeah, Garnacho gets 16 goals. You're come on. I know what you're going to be
Okay,
like.
well,
I think
I was
Garnacho
big on
is so
3 goals in the
overrated.
league and
I'm
you're
sorry.
Yeah, but I was big. I was big on that when Rashford had his great season. It's the same thing, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I think
You know,
Garnacho
when you
is
have
so
one great
overrated.
season.
Where do you guys think Rashford's going?
Do you know what?
He needs to go to Saudi, mate. Honestly,
Doesn't wanna go.
brush up on his Arabic.
I personally think, obviously, if he's going for the money,
Does Martinelli need a move?
does Martinelli need a move? I would say
Then we'll go back to Rashford.
yes. I think he needs to move on for the sole reason that like he wants to be the. I think. I don't know. You guys are looking for a winger at the moment, aren't you?
I think Martinelli would thrive at like West Ham are too shit right now.
I don't think he should stay in the Premier League.
He would be. They would probably be in
agree.
second place right now.
I don't think. I honestly don't think we need a fast winger on the left. They don't need to be ridiculously fast. We need like a Sancho
Yeah.
type. He's just good with the ball.
Sancho's
Put a good
assist
ball
on the
in.
weekend.
Yeah.
He's good at beating his man. Martinelli, sadly, he can't beat his man. He's gonna go down the byline. He's gonna
Yeah.
do a couple step overs, and guess what? He's gonna continue down the byline. We
Yeah,
all
and
know
then
it.
he'll cross it in.
And
Yeah.
then he's going to cross it in and hope for a corner. He's never going to cut in.
Yeah.
He's never going to try anything.
Do you think
He's never going to try
potentially-
anything
I
mad.
think potentially he's being told to do that because of how effective you guys are at corners.
Yeah, but Saka doesn't do that. Even Trossard doesn't do that. So it's like, what is it about Martinelli that Arteta thinks the only thing he's capable of doing is going down the
But this is
byline
the
and
thing.
crossing
I've
straight
always,
into his fullback?
I've always said he should play down the middle. I think Martinelli down the middle would be good.
He's too weak. Sure.
I think-
Nah, but
behind
he's
the striker.
very direct.
Yeah, as in
He
like
can be
almost
so
kind
direct.
of running off a striker, having like Havertz and having him running off the striker.
I don't
is he
think
running
he
in
can
behind
run
or-
at an angle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
running
In terms
behind.
of
So-
would him being on the right then make more sense because then he can actually put a good cross in.
I
Well,
think.
yeah,
What
well,
about
yeah,
Saka, man? You can't
No, but-
really.
yeah, but
While Saka's
now
injured.
Saka's injured, you might as well play him on the. Well, Nwaneri's
Nwaneri's
out as well.
I think Nwaneri. Yeah, I agree.
Nwaneri's out.
Since Nwaneri went
You
out,
might as well put him on the right, Tross on the left, and just hope for something, or even put Gabriel Jesus out wide.
I can't
don't
lie.
see why you don't do
This
that.
is making
I
me
think-
depressed. Nah, but like even
Second in the league, right?
second in the league. Nah, but we're chatting about our options, and it's depressing.
No, do you know what it is? There's
Come
just
on.
not many options. That's the thing.
You should be happy though that the standards are that high that second place isn't good enough for you. I know
I agree. 3
It's a-
years ago,
it's a
like
good- it's a good point.
Previous to 3 years ago, I'd be like,
I
gassed.
thought what you said was quite interesting though, because I think for what you're saying, if Martinelli is going to play behind the striker, I think that first and foremost you need a striker to hold up
Yeah,
the play.
that's what I
you
that's
need a
what I was
striker
going
to
to
hold
say.
up the
Yeah.
play, and you just guys never go for that.
No,
It's
we've
crazy.
got Havertz. Havertz is there for build up and to hold the ball.
No,
and pressing.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
No,
he's
that
done. He's done really well. I hold it. I hear it. I hear it.
He's like,
I think-
he's like a.
No, I hear it.
He's a bit of a Giroud, just not as good.
If you'd listened to what everyone was saying at the start of the season and signed Watkins, you'd be top of the league. You'd be running.
As if Villa was
Well,
ever
Isak-
going to let Watkins
No,
go.
I've said from
For
the
the right
beginning,
amount of
Isak
money.
is the player to go for. I'm telling
I
you now.
agree,
yeah.
but it's going to be 150 mil. Newcastle's decent enough of a team.
It's gone up to
It's not
150
like
million.
I'm-
You said 80 million.
bro.
the other
No,
day,
no,
buddy.
but
That's
they-
what I would pay.
No,
he
but
will-
they need the money anyway
That's
because
what
of
they're gonna
financial
ask
fair
for.
play. They need the money. So one player I would pick out in Arsenal though is Skelly. Lewis Skelly is
He looks
So
good,
young.
man.
he's
He
so
looks
good.
How old is he? 17.
17.
But I
thought
think
it was 18
he's-
and Nwaneri was 17.
No, I think he might have just turned 18. But
So-
either way, the fact that he's walked into that left back position.
We were talking about how Brentford doesn't have a proper academy, weren't we?
Yes, so they actually they only have like a second team where they only have
Yeah.
17
And
to
I think-
21-year-olds.
Yeah.
Skelly's a perfect example as to why you shouldn't be doing that. Because look, so he was like a midfielder forever,
Yep.
you know? And then since he was developing at Arsenal, they had years to be able to say, look, you're going to start as a fullback and you're going to move into midfield when we've got possession. And I think that gives him time to learn how to play that as a youngster. So that once he hits the main team,
Yeah.
he already knows how to play left back that inverts inside.
Yeah, but
Whereas if you're like Brentford and you've got a B team and a main team, you can't really be doing that because they're all
No,
like 18 already.
But I think-
on that though, they actually are. The whole point of the B team is they train exactly the same as the first team. So
Yeah, they do the same
they
thing.
actually sign players for the B team who fit the same system, so they play exactly the same
I
way.
agree, but you're not signing 14-year-olds.
No,
to
yeah,
the
you're
B team,
signing
so they're not
17-year-olds.
growing up playing that
What-
position, whereas Skelly was.
The one thing I do think, the thing with Skelly is that he played as a right winger at the beginning of Arsenal, then got moved into centre mid, and it's only when he was moved up to the first team that they decided to try him at left back.
I'm sure he was
It's- He wasn't really. Speaking to a coach from Arsenal, he wasn't really trained there. It was from pre-season. They said, look, you're going to play at left back if you want to play, and you're going to invert into kind of like, you see Timber doing, you see Calafiore doing.
Zinchenko doing it back.
Yeah, exactly.
And Cancelo a couple of years ago to City.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like they said, look, if you want to play in the first team, you're going to have to learn how to do this. So I think he's made it his position at the moment. So
No, he's been
I
very
think
good.
Calafiore needs a bit more time though.
Yeah.
I haven't decided
I
who's
think
the
playing him as a
starting
centre
left
back would
back.
be a good idea.
He's
I
had
think
no
Even for me, I'd probably prefer Timber on the left than both of them.
But that's the
Yeah.
whole
With
point
Ben
of
White on the
Arteta's
right.
system, isn't it? You only really sign. It's like City as well. You guys just sign big centre backs and then make them into fullbacks.
I mean, Skelly's not a centre
But
back.
Okay, fine. He's from the
that's to
academy.
no,
do-
because
It's different,
Calafiori
it's
played
different.
left back anyway. So
And I know Timber played centre back, but let's be honest,
No,
his
Timber
skill
was to be
set,
fair, Timber was a right back. At Ajax, he played right back for us.
his skill set's not really
But
that of
it's
like a
in the
straight
knowing,
defender
though,
though.
that he
He's
can
so
also-
tacky.
Yeah, is anyone who can play across the back line,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
But it's an interesting point because it's the same with Chelsea, similar City, Arsenal. Because all three of them play with like an inverted fullback, you basically play a back three. That's why you are seeing more of these bigger fullbacks, so that when that Cucurella steps in or Rico Lewis steps in, you've now got three centre backs, and it's
Yeah.
almost like a back five.
And you get like kind of two DMs or
Yeah.
midfield
Can
and
we-
centre mid, so they kind of have to be.
Can we chat about Rico Lewis? Because that boy is
He's fallen
too
off.
small to be a football
I don't
player.
think
He's
gonna make
fallen.
it.
He's fallen off.
You don't think
Honestly,
he's going to make it?
I don't think he's.
I think within the
I
next.
don't-
I think
I
within
think
the
he's
next
gonna get
year
cut.
he'll get
Yeah.
sold.
He's
think-
tiny.
Do you know
Honestly,
what? It's a
and
little
he's not
bit.
tacky
I know
enough
it's not
to
the
make
same
up for it.
position. It's not the same position, but it's a bit like Angel Gomez, who played for United for a little bit. He needs
Yeah.
to go off somewhere else.
He'll do really well abroad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
He'll do
agree.
so well
Rico
abroad.
Lewis?
Yeah,
I
think
don't
he
think
would.
so. I don't think
It's
he's cut out
too-
for it.
it's too physical
It's too
here.
physical.
I think all he needs to go is championship.
Italy, bro.
I
Italy,
think he needs to
bro.
go championship, or I could see him at like Italy or France.
Yeah.
Italy's
France.
just as physical as the Prem though.
I think
Italy's
I think
not
France
in-
is a good shout.
France, I agree
France
with.
is a good
because
shout.
France is
Because
like-
look at
Because you can get
Angel
noticed
Gomez.
there as like a decent player. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Where?
Just
France.
Santos,
Yeah, in France.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Look at Andre Santos. Look how he's doing.
He's so good. He's
But
he's
even
getting
when
like
you
an
put,
8 rating every game.
Even when you put
Andre Santos.
yeah,
He's still playing.
No,
he's-
different Andre Santos.
yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, you're
Chelsea-
talking about
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
yeah.
Santos,
But even,
okay.
Angelo,
Sorry, I got lost in the 40 players that you own.
What's it called? Yeah, even Angelo, I know he got sold,
Yeah, yeah.
but when he went out, he did really well.
Petrovic. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
what I could do for Petrovic right
But
now.
even going to like Spain, for example, look at Savinho. I know he hasn't got many goal contributions, but the way he's been playing for City has been good.
Oh yeah.
And he was built playing out wide in Spain. It's like
He's
I
a
think
massive upgrade over Doku.
absolutely.
Massive. Doku's shocking.
Even
Nah, honestly, he's a
Grealish,
pace
even
merchant.
Grealish.
He's a pace merchant.
It's not. Yeah.
That's the thing. Doku and Grealish both insane at one-on-ones, but that's pretty much
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
There's no
Nah,
output.
but
It's
There's
been
no
trained
output.
out of them a bit, I think.
yeah.
That's just sad.
I think
That honestly
Grealish needs to
makes me
leave.
sad.
I think Grealish is a great player.
He
I
should go to
think
Anfield.
he really needs to
You
leave.
think so?
I think he would cook for Liverpool.
I agree.
Maybe
I
a
agree.
couple
You
years
can
if
play
he'd gone
you can
from
play
Villa.
Gakpo up front, or Nunes,
Sell
or Jota.
Nunes.
You have Grealish on the left and Salah on the right.
Diaz is better than Grealish.
It's true.
Honestly, no. Look, you have to go
It's a good
off the
point.
track record. Grealish hasn't been a fantastic player in what 2-3 seasons
No,
now.
he was great last season. Just this
Diaz. Oh no, he wasn't great last
season.
season.
He had very
Come
good games. He had some
on.
very good
Honestly,
games.
I
That's
don't
not
think
good
you can
enough
really
for-
talk
that's
about
not good
Grealish
enough
this
for a
season. I haven't
Premier
seen
League
enough of
winning
him.
team.
He's
Grealish this
played
season-
like 2 games
I
this
was
season.
this
Yeah.
season.
I think
100%.
going back to Villa even would help.
Even last
Because
season.
Villa's a good
sorry.
enough team for him
Yes.
to go back to. I think him going back to Villa would be great for him.
That would be insane.
Confidence, replace
How much
McGinn.
would he cost though?
John McGinn.
He's lost his value. Sure.
40 mil.
I think if he goes on, I think
I don't know what has happened there.
I think if he goes on loan,
Yeah.
if he went
No,
on
he's
loan and then possibly a buy at the end.
He's
But
not 40 mil. He's
but
like
I-
a 35, 30.
I was going to say at the moment his
It's all the same
value's
at the
dropped
moment,
a lot.
30, 40 mil.
It's true.
His value's poor.
I don't rate him.
Wasn't
Not
it?
anymore. He's dropped off a map. He's just got no confidence in himself as a player. He must watch his highlights from when he was at Villa.
Oh my
and just
God,
feel
yeah.
like he's
That's
cons-
nothing but bangers.
Complete-
Do you
different
not
player.
think sometimes that certain players do better in smaller clubs when they are like a Grealish type? Or
Yeah, it's like Cole
Absolute-
Palmer. I don't
absolutely.
think he'd do well at a big club.
No. The thing is, right, is that like I know what he's saying
No,
in the
he
way
wouldn't be good at
because
City.
Nah,
I know what he's saying because he has transformed Chelsea from that
Yeah.
8th, 9th place to like actually top 4
Also, I
contenders.
don't think he'd get
you know?
into the
What's
City
Bruno
squad.
Fernandes done for United?
What I'm not trying to have a go. I'm just saying like a lot of players flourish when they make that transfer.
I would
and
say
then-
though, with Villa being a good team now, I think Grealish would still be
That's
doing
what I
what
mean,
he was
yeah.
doing.
That's what I mean.
So-
He's still good enough quality to be better than like Leon Bailey
Yeah.
and come in and still be a great player and the team in itself is good enough to continue the heights they're at.
I can't believe
That's
they
the
got.
thing.
I can't believe they got rid of Diaby and they held
Yeah, that
him
was
to Bailey.
strange.
That was
That was
really
really
strange.
strange.
No,
He probably pushed that through.
No, there was an internal issue there. He didn't get along with the rest of the club. He didn't
Did
like
he
it in
not?
England and wanted to move.
Didn't like
Don't
Emery.
blame him.
And to be fair, Saudi was the only team or country that he would have gone to because they were the only clubs that actually wanted him.
He's probably Muslim as well.
So-
Doesn't mind it in Saudi. He's happy
It
days.
makes sense. But yeah, there was a lot of side issues. One thing I wanted to touch on actually is: do you think a lot of players feed off confidence?
Yes.
Like completely in
100%.
terms of, I feel like it must be so rough. Where you look at players like Foden, where last season he was so good, this season starts poorly, and just I feel like the amount of times you play and you're not performing, you're just gonna kind of mentally get hit a lot more.
I'm trying to think of a specific player that fits that perfectly.
That's what I mean. I feel like there's so many. Lukaku. Look at when he was playing at United.
Sorry, like if we're looking at stats, Premier League wise,
Yeah, he's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
He was sick for Everton.
And
Yeah.
West Brom. And West Brom.
Yeah.
But sorry, I kind of cut you off when we were talking about Rashford.
That's all right. I forget.
Where do you think he goes?
Yeah, so there was obviously all that chat about him going on a swap deal with Osimhen, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But I think everyone's going, Rashford and money, but I think Rashford's worth more than Osimhen.
That is such horse shit.
No,
That
I
is the worst thing I've heard. No.
Honestly,
By
that
the time you get the
stinks.
United
Only a
in
United.
13th
Yeah,
place.
seriously, this shocking
No, but
United
look.
squad and he can't play.
But Rashford is proven obviously at a time that he is good in the Prem.
He's proven to be
But-
ridiculously inconsistent.
He
That's
dropped-
all
he
he's
dropped
proven
off.
to be.
Grealish proved himself at Aston Villa, got a move, and now we
now we're talking about 30
we said
mil.
earlier he's worth about 30 to 40 million.
Right.
Rashford's got to be lower than that, or at least the same.
30 max.
But
Yeah.
then is the right course of action to go for someone who's in Turkey right now?
No.
No.
No,
I think
exactly.
Osimhen is a
Yeah, but
bad
Osimhen-
signing for any Premier League side because of his
Yeah.
attitude.
I think Gyökeres would be a good shout.
Gyökeres is a much better.
but we
shout.
don't know what his attitude's like.
absolutely.
We only know Osimhen's attitude because he's been around for like 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
So where
There's a reason he went out on loan
yeah.
to Galatasaray.
Yeah, but that's after quite a few seasons. He might just not get on with the manager. Like Trossard was the same. He's caused no issues at Arsenal since. It might just be
15 million.
Yeah,
25, I think, something like
yeah,
that.
like 20 mil.
With add-ons.
Either way, it's not enough to. It's not enough. I feel like someone like if you get rid of Rashford, you've got to bring in somebody who's better than him. Like you can't bring in someone with the same quality. You've got to bring in someone better. I think Gyökeres would be a great shout.
No, but
I don't
everyone's
see why not.
better until they arrive at United, and then they're shocking.
You've got a point.
That's
To
how
be
it
fair,
works.
you've got a
Honestly,
point.
the amount of fantastic players they've signed, and then within 3 years, everyone's like,
Anthony.
The problem is,
Wouldn't have
Anthony's
him in my
worth 15
team.
mil from 90.
mate.
but that's the problem, right? Isn't it? Is
Is he worth 15?
that I wouldn't bring in any players that are already proven. I want to bring players that you obviously develop.
Although
Because
I would
that's the kind
say
of course of action
United
we're on right
standards are so low right now. The fact they're gassing up Garnacho, who's just
I'm sorry.
shocking.
I don't
the most-
I
I don't
don't
rate
rate
at all.
Garnacho, though.
The most hesitant player I have ever seen. The guy is so indecisive. He's like every girlfriend I've ever
better
had.
than Martinelli.
It's worse.
He's better than Martinelli.
He's better than Martinelli.
No, he
he's not.
isn't.
No, he's not.
No, he isn't. Same
No,
as
he's
Diallo.
Oh.
Sorry, Diallo's got about 4 Premier League goals
No.
in 2 seasons.
To be fair, Diallo I
It's not
can
good
hear
enough.
because Diallo plays well. Garnacho I don't think plays well. That's the thing.
Diallo versus Liverpool was the worst player on the pitch. I know he got a goal. He was the worst player on the pitch.
I agree, but still got a goal though, didn't he?
But even
That's Salah-esque, if anything.
No, because he's still the best player.
He was expecting a big old reaction.
Do you know what? It's like as soon as we get onto that chat, I'm on the wind up. So I'm going to stop that now. I'm going to reel that in.
Yeah, no, isn't it? Salah is the best player in
But
the
I
world.
like the project that we've got going on right now. We've got a young player in every single position, bar
DM.
no.
Minu.
We've got Minu.
Yeah,
go-
but
he's
he
going
doesn't.
Chelsea.
He
I
doesn't play the
Minu's
same-
overrated as
He's
well.
not a lone 6.
Going to Chelsea.
Minu's not a lone 6.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry,
all-
He's not
He's
going
going
to
to
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
United
Guys,
through and through,
such-
United
such
through
a
and
Mate,
through.
when this
Not
podcast,
having that.
I would love
Not
when this
a- not a
podcast
chance,
comes
no
out. He's
chance.
already at
The next
Chelsea.
week.
It ain't gonna happen.
Or the
Cole
same
Palmer
day.
just liked to put one of the posts saying Minu to Chelsea, and then Cole Palmer liked it.
Who cares what Cole Palmer likes, mate? He likes, honestly.
Yeah,
You're not in the podcast. Shut up.
Yeah, it's
I
gone
think
from
Minu's overrated.
liking a Minu post to liking the chip shop girl, reel or whatever it is. You know,
Could you
the one that
imagine
goes, "Oh, let me
everything
with
you
that."
liked on Instagram came up in the news? It'd be horrific, mate. Sam's
You
would be
you guys would be fucked.
All the stuff we send each other going on.
That's not even.
No, but we just don't like it. Just send it to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a really interesting thing on TikTok about this girl talking about how she was basically this guy was cheating through private stories on
Right.
Instagram. So his private story would just be to one girl.
Right.
Oh, what the
Oh, that's class.
That's
And then
dedication.
That's
What?
class.
because obviously no one else would see the story.
Yeah.
No one else would know it was there.
Did he
Deletes
accidentally-
itself.
Did he accidentally
Yeah, deletes
have
itself, and he's basically having a conversation with this girl over Instagram private stories between the two of them. So both of them just had
Oh
each
my
other as
God.
their private stories. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but so how did they find out? I want to
But
know
only-
the
No,
rest
so,
of the story.
each other could
she was
see
the
it.
girl that he was private story.
Why not just DM?
That is generational.
Because
That's what I mean.
it's there.
That is
It can be,
generational.
it can
It can be
pop up.
tracked, chased. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It deletes
it's
itself.
completely
It's-
deletes
Yeah.
itself, not trackable at
The
all.
man's on one.
Fine, but like, don't you? In that case, don't you have to hide it from everyone else?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
only
yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah,
only the
so-
girl is on the private
So
story.
on Instagram, yeah, you can just have a private story and just choose who you want to be on it.
Don't know. He's acting like he doesn't know how to do this.
Oh, no,
He's
I
been
do.
doing this for a while.
No, I do.
he's,
I
he's
do.
just getting a full
You know
detail,
those
so he
friends,
doesn't
the green
know.
ones,
Yeah,
Close
yeah, yeah,
friends,
yeah.
close friends.
Yeah,
There you
close
go.
friends, close friends. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah. No,
Just-
guys, thank you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
I needed
we-
it
on
I
that-
needed it to
That's-
be explained to me.
that's-
On this
Yeah.
note, can we
That's
have a
the
chat about all the footballers linking up with like OnlyFans girls
my
and getting roasted online for it, like Nicholas Jackson?
Yeah, I can't.
That was pathetic.
A lot of Chelsea players, I feel like.
Yeah, they always get caught because they got so many roadmen at Chelsea. They're all like putting gun
Yeah.
fingers up in the changes,
Mandem FC.
listening to drill. What's going
Well,
on?
even João Felix has turned flipping roadman.
Did you see it with the
Seriously.
balaclava?
Did you see the belly? João
Felix.
Felix. Have you not
I
seen
can't
it?
stand
going on
people
over
wearing balaclavas. I see someone in a balaclava, and I'm like,
Especially
you're
João Felix.
Yeah, you're like a waste of time.
But I mean, yeah, I've had my conversations on here about footballers messaging OnlyFans girls before.
What did Lily Phillips have to say about it?
Um,
Speaking of which,
I don't want to get
How's
into
that
legal
going
trouble.
Is that in his,
That's
on his
mad.
story?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
on
yeah,
his
yeah.
story. Yeah.
That's mad.
I don't really want to get in
explaining a
trouble,
little
so I'm not
bit
going to
of
name
decline
names,
right
but
there.
it happens a lot.
Yeah, a couple of Liverpool players. Curtis Jones was on some mad.
That was questionable.
Yeah.
Sorry.
is going on?
Another thing. Have you?
This looks so lost. No, sorry. I know you're old, mate. All right?
No, I know. I'm not down with all
another thing.
the.
Have you guys seen that? Was it Sadio Mane got married recently to
Yeah.
his partner who's 18?
Yeah.
But they've been together for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
No, I think she's like,
No,
like
it is
21 now,
No.
and they met when she was like 17.
I thought it
Nah.
was 16. I thought it was 16. I swear.
It's something like that.
Look, I agree,
It's-
100%. But this was going on in like Senegal, mate. It's like
It's
just
different,
normal
yeah,
over there. Like it's
yeah,
not that
honestly,
big of a deal.
yeah.
It's like the Middle East. I knew a girl that was married and pregnant when she was 17. No, like her parents.
Yeah, but Brazil
society
is
thought
similar.
nothing of it. You know, like the whole society back home.
Brazil's
But
well, to be fair, you've
obviously
seen
to some- in this country,
What,
people were like,
what about that British kid who's now arrested in
Yeah, I saw
is
that in
it
Dubai.
in Dubai?
in Dubai,
Because he got with.
he got with
he took this girl with
a
her,
17-year-old.
and she was like Southeast Asian. Her parents super strict.
Yeah, and,
And they like ratted him out while he was out there on like some
Yeah.
bougie holiday, and then he's
he's
locked
now
up.
been arrested for
because
a
he was
year or
he was
two he's
18, she
got.
was 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the parents press charges,
That's not
and
allowed.
he's
That's mental.
yeah now.
Nah, but in those countries, you like
Rules are-
even take
rules- laws are
But
laws.
also bear
even
in
living
mind-
with someone,
but
even
also-
even staying in a
but
hotel
bear
with
in
someone
mind
you're not
is
married to. Like
when-
as a Muslim, when I went to Jordan, I was going to see my ex, right? And like I had to say, we had to like pretend that she wasn't at the hotel because obviously
It's strict.
Yeah,
you're
I know,
not
but
meant to have
The
someone.
peak thing as well was
if you're not
she's
married.
now 18 when he got arrested.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
the crime got
Yeah.
committed a while ago, obviously,
yeah.
and he just turned 18, and now they're both 18.
but also she came out and said it was consensual,
Yeah.
and they're not
Yeah, but
changing the rule.
the mum was
Exactly.
going mad
But
about
this
it.
is the thing as well. That what they're saying is the law is the law. This happened when she was underage, so they're sticking with it.
So what now?
He's in prison.
He's
Locked up, mate. He's in
prison
Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai
And-
bling, mate.
and the government have just said we're not doing anything about it because it's their law, it's their country, and
But,
they've
yeah.
kind of left it.
Won't our government
They
though?
won't-
But
let-
that's
won't-
what
They
I'm
might
saying.
try and extradite him, but like
It won't change anything because what the government have pretty much said is it's their law. They've chosen to do this. We can't really intervene with that, which
Right.
I don't agree with.
No.
But at the same time, it's a
sticky
it's
one
a shit
still.
show. It's an absolute It's
But it's
not good.
it's a weird one though, because if let's say that happened to someone who's quite high profile,
oh yeah,
would the
Absolutely
rules
be
would
brought-
change.
yeah.
The rules would change, wouldn't
He's
it?
just some kid. Nobody's gonna like.
No, I
you
know.
know,
but-
they're not gonna cause like geopolitical issues. over
There's a
some
lot of other factors as
you
well
in
that
Dubai.
like
I mean, considering what happens in Dubai with the toilets, have you guys heard about this?
I think so.
I'm not down
About
with the toilets
the
in Dubai.
human toilets.
What?
Oh yeah, where they shit on
They shit on fit
OnlyFans
girls.
girls and stuff,
Yeah.
and they
What,
get
like,
paid.
for fun?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
They get paid for it.
Is it a
Yeah,
category?
They get
No,
paid
they'll
for
like fly someone out. From
it. We're gonna find it.
They'll fly like the fittest girls
Yeah.
you've ever seen out, like all these Instagram models, and,
And
then
then
just shit on them, and then pay them
Pornhub's
like.
just gone up one category.
2 years ago, though.
Nice.
Look at you now.
Look at us now. I know. Oh yeah, thank you.
Still
for,
using the clips.
We'll probably be at 9.5k when this comes out.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm going to have a look
Subscribers.
now.
Oh
actually,
my
at what we're
goodness.
at.
We are very thankful for
We're
everyone.
flying.
Road to
flying.
10k.
I love
Bro,
all of you.
So we set targets. I think it was 5k by Christmas. That was our target, and then
We're at 9.4.
so yeah, we're 13,
Oh,
13
mate.
off 5.5, no, 9.5k.
I'll
right
make
now.
a couple fake accounts. I'll get you guys to 9.5.
Well, 10k
yeah.
is when the everything starts happening, isn't it?
Well, we're supposed
Is that
to.
when you can monetize?
We've already monetized.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. So watch our videos for a long period of time so we get more money.
Just chuck it on
Also,
your
do you wanna
laptop.
say-
Chuck it on the background, mate.
Yeah.
You don't even have to listen to our yappy voices.
Yeah. Also, do want to say thanks to everyone who
Yes,
has,
thank you as well.
you know, actually
Supported us.
interacted. You know, even the clips are popping off.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, even the clips are popping
When
off.
are we
to be
getting
fair.
our cut for today? What is the pay?
It will probably be about £2 from this podcast.
Oh, well,
No, total,
yeah, I know, I know.
including the clips. So
Depending on
Mate.
how much you contribute. So.
Yeah.
How much? Oh, yeah.
How many
Probably-
clips, how
probably
many
not
clips we
much.
get out of you
Yeah.
is
Not
you know.
much. Not much.
To be fair, that's one thing I was going to say. The clips are popping off.
clips
like,
popping off on
clips
YouTube
are
Shorts.
doing really
We just
well.
had our second most viewed TikTok, apart from the one I had to
You know, I
delete.
can't lie. I don't use TikTok. I get into a thing where I'm at home and I'm playing FIFA and I'm just
You've got it,
going
though.
mad. Not anymore. I'm going mad on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, we
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And they're
YouTube Shorts.
shocking,
Yeah.
but I love them. I can't stop watching
I
them.
find them so interesting. To be fair, I've got TikTok now. I use it, but I feel like YouTube Shorts is just something they always
So
end up
random.
going on to. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
random.
And
Well,
they're-
you'll go from a football compilation to like just a random video in like I don't know another complete country.
I
And
saw
then
some
back
guy
to, like-
eating a shoe. It was so good.
No
It was
one
so good, and his name was
wants to
Shoe
see-
Nice.
No one wants to see your feed. Like I actually think you've poisoned mine a little bit.
Why?
Wait, where's this going?
He's just got some. He had some. I
have
don't know if you've,
the
we've been on.
best
A, you've
feed.
now been on a PlayStation party with this boy.
Yeah.
And we can hear every single thing that he's listening to.
Yeah.
And it
It's
doesn't make
not,
any sense.
you can't hear everything. It's
We
probably
can-
like
we can literally hear you
Worrying,
going.
though.
No, that's you.
That's me.
That's you.
Sam breathes so
Heavy
heavy.
breather.
Yeah, he's a heavy.
We're
got stuff going on,
midway
I'm
through a
running
fight
around.
in Fortnite. And all I can do is go.
Mid game, I'm also getting the laundry.
You're the
done,
worst
okay?
for it for background noise.
Do you think?
No.
You drinking though?
No, I was gonna say I had a friend who ate purposely into the mic. He'd be eating chips like or crisps and just eat into the mic, so he pisses everyone off the whole.
My
no,
gulping
so-
ain't that
So
bad.
he might be doing it on purpose, but this guy over here.
I'm not that bad.
yeah.
Nah, it's not that bad.
And sometimes he's not even drinking water. Sometimes he's not even drinking anything. He's like, I'm not drinking.
oh, mate,
We've
I'm
got-
just.
we've got
I'm
to talk about
hydrating.
when we're like what top 5 in a car on Fortnite. He fucking falls asleep.
Mercy of Dan.
Mate, we were driving around. I was getting
we just hear-
bored. You know what? We woke up and I got the last 2 kills as well, so I don't want to hear it.
I called you. I remember hearing your ringtone going, I'm up.
Like,
And then
did you just
fair
fall
play.
asleep? You were like, no.
No,
I didn't. I was just like,
And then fair play, you
Dropped
clutched
off.
up. You clutched up.
I
I was
was
a
doing
similar
it.
thing with Dan. We were playing FM, me, Henry, and Dan, and then out of nowhere he just goes
Oh,
silent.
Dan went silent. Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you here?" And he's playing a foghorn down, flipping woke everyone in my house up, and Dan's just silent. He just fell asleep halfway
be
through.
fair,
How do
when
you play
Dan
a
goes.
foghorn? How do you play FM online? How do you play FM with people?
It's
It's
easy.
an online
Discord,
game.
no?
Yeah.
Discord and then
Football Manager.
Yeah, you can play it online. There's a whole.
What?
It's
What,
not
like a
like
tournament?
It's not like you're
No,
adding.
you could play a season. When you open the game, there's 3 options: new game, load game, and online game.
No
Literally
way.
press
Collar,
that.
I've never looked at it. Never looked at
I
it.
didn't know you could do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think FM's a bit of a dead game.
It's too much.
dead
There's
game.
too much going on.
It's complicated.
They
but
don't
Whenever I
You
play,
play
I
each
ignore
other.
like 90% of the options to
then
do anything.
When you play each other, you need to wait for each other to actually be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind
Right.
of long. You
And
know.
it took them 3 hours to play before they played the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Everyone's faffing
There's a
around,
lot to do
chatting to the
before.
coaches.
Where's the
Yes.
fun in that?
No,
I don't have the
that,
patience.
that was quick,
No.
to be fair. That 3 hours
Get
was
me my crown win on Fortnite. I'm happy.
quick.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
14.
Oh no,
14
we've been
I'm
on
on.
we've been on a poker binge lately.
Oh, yeah.
Prominence poker.
Well, I've got it downloaded.
Oh, it's been so good.
But we've actually got a poker night coming up
Yeah.
for my birthday. don't we?
Yeah, that's gonna be
There's
good.
gonna be a
fun.
lot of money
I'm
on the
winning a lot of
table.
money.
Suited and booted. No, you're not. I can't lie. No, you're not.
Well, I play
Everyone
poker.
says it.
I play
Everyone.
poker.
Everyone
So
says
do
it.
we.
Everyone's got all the chat, but at the end of the day, it's what comes out on the table.
Yeah, but you're
was gonna
shocking
say.
in real life.
Yeah, I've invited my dad.
We played it.
Yeah, my dad's
We
coming.
played at Christmas. First hand, he goes all in. I knew he didn't have anything. Call him, bust. And we're playing for money as well. Keep in mind.
Oh.
Immediately, he's like, "Oh, give me half your chips." I'm like, what the fuck is the point? I was like,
£2.50.
no, we weren't. We were playing for a tenner.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
And I know it's not a lot of money, but even then, I was like, no,
Well,
it's the
it depends who you are.
principle. It's the principle.
Anyone wants to hire? I'm available.
Anyone knows a poker dealer out there amongst yourselves who watch this podcast, make yourself known.
All right. So I wanted to ask you, Sam, as well.
Okay.
Why have you got so many followers on Instagram?
Very simple. Very simple. Back in the day, because I'm maybe a bit older.
Can we just say, how many do you have?
Yeah.
Almost
Almost 7K?
Is it?
You actually?
I think
you got
it's-
7K?
I think I'm 5 point something.
Oh, I thought I used
I think
to be
it's
6.
5 point
Maybe,
something.
maybe
It's
you've
been
lost
going down.
Yeah.
I've got about
rapidly
300
over
mate.
the years.
Yeah.
But for the sole reason that back in the day you used to be able to do this thing called like for like, and I wanted to be
Oh,
quite.
you're a little slut for like, aren't you?
I used to
No.
do that, and it's. I know it's poor from me.
Yeah,
but
5.3.
5.3.
actually?
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going
Wow.
down. It's
Oh
going
my
down, it's going down.
god. Mate, I've
Everyone
got
like for like.
340.
all the bots got taken off Instagram, so that's probably the 2.7k that I lost.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was gonna say,
8K at one point.
I had 8k at one
I was
point,
gonna say,
yeah.
all the
Yeah,
like
I
flags
was
is
on
fucked
my
up.
way
So I'm not involved.
All
in
the
it.
like, yeah, exactly. Well, you can't do it anymore.
Were you
can't do it.
posting interesting content or?
Yeah, but like,
Have you seen his
know what?
Instagram? Can we get some of his photos from Instagram?
let's also.
on the thing.
Who's doing this? Lachlan. Lachlan, go on Sam So Hated on Instagram and you can check some out. Oh, mate, when we were playing Psych, and we all went on Facebook and screenshotted all of your worst photos as our profile.
That
Oh, can we
was
put some of
horrible.
those on? Is it Lachlan that's going to be doing it?
Unbelievable.
Not Lachlan. Lachlan's
Lachlan, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you when you go on Sam's Instagram, can you put on the one of him, like most recently when he went to, I think it was like Greece or something, and
Yeah,
he's
that
wearing
was
a
a good
tank
one.
top.
Good one, isn't it? It's a good one. Yeah. not a lot of good comments.
Yeah, they are
but I thought it
corny
was-
photos.
Like, it's
Some of
decent
There's also
content.
if you go onto his tagged ones, there's one that Jimmy posted of you going like
Who did I hurt that you know?
me.
This is just a
just an easy target.
you know.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
you are an easy target.
Yeah, I take it well.
Yeah, you do. You do, to be
Also,
fair.
you
do,
give
you
it
do.
back.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah, I know. Yesterday you
That's
called me
fair.
fat all day.
But
Called
in
me
a
fat
good
about
way.
10 times.
In a good way, like a big cuddly bear.
Oh, don't say
Like
that.
like in a Big
Don't
Brother
say
way.
that.
Yeah, in a big,
Yeah.
I'm your big brother cuddly bear way. There you go.
You're like 5 years older than me.
4 and a bit.
3.
4.
No, you're turning 30.
I'm turning 29.
Yes, I'm saying. So currently 3 years.
I'm 22.
He's 28.
I know. I just look good for my age. If anyone wants my skincare routine, do leave a comment.
Do you have any good stories, Sam?
Oh,
I heard. Do you know what I actually
we
heard?
he has a goat story.
I heard this actually.
Yeah.
from
Got a goat
someone,
story.
Something about a
Goat
goat.
story,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so I do.
He does have a goat story.
Growing up, obviously I grew up in Bahrain, and we had this like family friend that we used to hang out with all the time. At this point, we saw him constantly. Him and his dad and his brothers, and we always used to go around to their house. And the dad would be laying on the sofa, just like in his underwear or like a dressing gown, just smoking cigarettes, drinking, and watching Simpsons all day long. Like religiously watching the Simpsons, and I never
show.
got it.
Fair.
And at one point, right before Eid, they got like a baby goat, right? And like it was a pet, and like the kid loved it. Like our mate, you know, a family friend, like the guy our age, absolutely loved this goat. Like best mates, always out in the garden playing with the goat.
You reminded me of something. The fact that it's a goat. I went to a club once. I think it was like Manchester or something. I was with my friends, and someone had brought a goat into the club. And just
How?
I don't know.
How'd they get past
Just
the?
in the middle
Yeah.
of the.
be-
I'll get the picture and send it to you. In the middle.
Send it to Lachlan. To
Yeah, I'll send it to you. In the middle of the like just where everyone is, it's just a goat just there. It's got a balloon tied to it.
To be fair, for growing up at in Bahrain, we used to have like prank day for all the sixth formers on April Fools, and I remember I was with my brother's mates, and we brought in like I think it was like fucking ducks or like geese or something. I don't remember exactly, and somehow we snuck them into school, and we
Yeah.
just like let them loose. And it was
I
just
don't know
like
what it is. I don't know what
ducks
it
or
is
whatever
about
it was, some kind of
birds.
bird just like
That they-
roaming around.
I don't know what it is about birds. Like, you know when you're the last week of school, it's
We
like
call
the
them
prank.
girls now.
What are they?
Yeah.
But I mean, what is it about like what do they call it? Like the last week of sixth form or last week of school? It's
Leavers Day.
like, leavers, whatever,
that
whatever
what it
it
is?
is. Everyone seems to bring in chickens and just like animals. What is it about
We had our
Bring your
bags.
girlfriend to
I think
work to school
we
day.
weren't allowed to do anything in particular because I think a couple of years before, like they just like egged a load of teachers,
Fair.
and then got like absolutely battered in the evening, and then were found on top of the school.
the eggs?
No,
What do you mean?
the students.
What do you mean?
They were like,
Well, they're still on the roof of the
well,
school.
they left,
Wasted.
got wasted, and came back and just went onto the roof of the school.
Like,
Oh, nice.
just
I don't know how they
carnage.
did it though, because the school was. They must have climbed.
Jumped the gate or something.
Not the gate would have been. They'd be able to get in.
What school is this?
I'm not saying. I don't get anyone in trouble.
To be fair, I remember being with my mates and we weren't invited to this party that was in our year group, right?
Yeah.
And we were in one of the cars, like one of the drivers, and go round the side of this compound where the party's going on. And we're trying to find this house from the back and throw it over the house into the garden where the party's going on. So we're trying to egg this party because we weren't invited, and we were just like a bit salty about it. We're like, fuck 'em. Go around the side, we're in like this little wasteland bit, and chuck like a shed load of eggs and toilet paper and stuff. And then like 2 minutes later, security cars roll up on either side, pin the car in that we're in.
Oh.
One of the guys that's in like the back seat or in the boot or something couldn't get out, so he's trapped there. The
left him
driver's trapped there, and the guy. So like 3 of us bolt off, 4 of us bolt
Obviously, yeah.
off.
Yes.
Including the guy whose car it is. Driver's stuck there with one of our mates, just sitting there. And we bolt off and we're like hiding for like 45 minutes. And we're walking back. One of the lads that I'm with is like, oh yeah, my mum's here. Runs down the road and his mum picks him up in the middle of the road and he just fucks off.
You just hear the tires just
Yeah,
like,
honestly, like screeching off and it's mum
Get away.
drifting off in the car. And then we all go back, and the guy whose car is like, I have to go back, obviously. Me and one of the other lads go back, and I walk in, put on my best English accent, act like I've just come from the party, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, these guys are invited, they haven't thrown anything, blah blah blah, they're just here for the party. Don't believe a word of it, obviously. Police are here, they're like, oh, you know, like they're properly kicking off, and this is in Bahrain. Like, you know, they kicked off quite a bit, and it ended up being the house, because obviously we egged the wrong house. And it ended up being, no, I swear, ended up being this barber from like this big family in Bahrain, kicking off, police there, the whole lot, and they're like, all right, we're not going to let you leave until your parents show up.
Okay.
So one of the parents or one of the guys shows up, and he takes us back to his house, and we're like, okay, we're leaving from the house, and I call my dad. My dad's like, I'm like 40 minutes away, I'm at dinner, just like get the driver to pick you up. I'm like, oh, all right. Tell the dad, and he's like, fuck no. And he's kicking off. He's like, no, you're not leaving. We basically got kidnapped for like an hour and a half until one of our parents showed up. And we all get out the car at this guy's house. And then I got in the car with my dad afterwards. And my dad was like, what'd you do? And I was like, yeah, we egged the house. And he was like, oh, you fucking idiot. And that was about the end of it. He was like, yeah, just don't do it again. I was like, yeah, that's all right.
So
got some
basically-
Mackies on the way home. Happy days, mate.
Run a show, mate.
Mate, this was back when chicken Big Mac was only in the Middle East. Didn't have none of that here.
Glad they brought that over here. Honestly.
Yeah, but they don't do it right over here. They don't do it with garlic mayo. They do it with like burger sauce
They had
on
garlic mayo
chicken.
for a little bit. For a little
Poor
bit.
form.
know?
It's poor
I
form.
would. I eat a lot of Mackies.
You're the Mackey's connoisseur.
No, I'm the nuggy connoisseur.
Now, when you lived in Clapham Junction,
Yeah.
every night when he was pissed coming home,
20 nuggies.
just 20
20
nuggets.
nuggies and a Big Mac.
I'd be working. I'd see his face just smiling, flashing across the window.
No, but I'd come in and be like, everyone would be like, what you got there? I was reviving you yesterday, and what did you do? You crawled over to a little crown, shining.
There was another one. I was just making sure I got one, you know.
Fine. Well,
Was that when I clutched up twice but couldn't clutch up at the end?
It was.
Yeah, not good enough, mate.
You were both dead both times.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but I
Three times.
wasn't all in yesterday. I can't lie. I was focusing.
You
on
were
the
okay
league.
yesterday.
No, that was
It was
two
the day before.
Yeah, to be fair, you were tragically bad.
When? What? 2 days,
2 days
ago?
ago.
Yeah, I was honestly.
This
All I was thinking about was getting loot.
Yeah.
That you guys would be in a fight and I'd be running over to the guy that someone else knocked,
Yeah.
just finish him off, picking up crown.
This is veering off a little bit, but like
Yeah.
just because I saw you eating that meal deal earlier,
Yeah.
I want to know, where does the supermarket rank amongst you guys?
Co-op's very low.
Yeah.
Is it not the lowest?
I think it might be.
Because of how
I think it's
expensive
even
it is?
worse than Aldi.
I would
Easy.
say-
Nissa
Oh, it's
local,
not bad.
Nissa local's low.
That's
What?
not even on.
I
the,
don't-
Nah,
don't
that's a
even
corner
use that,
shop.
yeah.
That's a corner shop.
yeah, that's not even
I
on
think
the chart.
Co-op's so expensive. I went the other day. I realised how expensive.
They've got
It's
shocking meal
expensive
deals
for
as well.
Average
Yeah.
food. Up there is
Waitrose.
Yeah,
I was gonna say same.
I don't shop at Waitrose.
but it's like
I don't shop at Waitrose,
it's like-
but it is.
Yeah, it's elite.
Them and M&S.
it's
If I had the money,
222.
Oh, M&S.
if I had the money, I'd
M&S.
shop at M&S and Waitrose all the time.
In
Yeah.
terms of ladder, like it's
It's
there's,
Waitrose and M&S.
there's exactly
Yeah.
2 rungs.
Then Tesco and Sainsbury's.
No, but the thing with sorry, the thing with Waitrose, I lived on Northcote Road for a little bit, and they had everything. They
Yes.
obviously had Sainsbury's,
Waitrose
which came
opposite
right at the end.
M&S.
Oh my
Waitrose, M&S, and then you had was it Argos? What's it called? What's the
Lidl
one?
and
Asda.
Asda.
And Lidl.
Don't even know what his name is.
And you had an Aldi.
There's a
You
massive
had an
one.
Aldi
And an
by
Aldi
Junction.
that had everything,
Mate.
everything on that road. Everything.
Oh.
That's in like
Right.
Streatham. In Streatham now, it's the same thing.
But with Waitrose, I'm going there to get actual supplies. Guys, supermarkets.
Supermarket.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I was
so you're
saying,
wrong, yeah.
the reason that I respect M&S so much, right, is that yes, fine, they do all the deals and whatever. It's probably not that good for you, but they never outsource.
Oh,
and
you know
I really
what?
like that.
Also, they hire a lot of grannies who are like looking for work,
And
which
the
I think
same
is really nice.
It is.
Otherwise, where are they going to work?
No,
You've
and
got
the
a
same
wide
people.
variety of people who work
Yeah.
in general.
I like
It's a
it.
good
You
way
know.
to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're always so polite.
Diverse.
It's like, you know what? It's like when you like call up a help centre, and
And
instead of getting someone in like fuck off nowhere, you get like an old Scottish gran,
Beep again.
and they're so sweet.
Yeah.
Why is that a
Actually
bleep?
No, that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You
He
can
was
swear.
swearing.
You can swear, yeah.
Yeah.
I was-
I told you it's first 5 minutes, don't swear.
yeah.
You can say
I'm
whatever
alright.
the fuck you
Nah,
want.
ain't it so nice to
Yeah.
get like a Scottish gran when you call like a, you know, you call somewhere and they're like, oh, I'm gonna, I can't do the accent. But they fix, you know, she was like fixing my internet for me. She knew more about it than I did. I was so, yeah, I was
Alright,
chuffed.
Back to
The only thing I don't like about M&S is they have the little children's supermarket trolleys that moo.
Why does that?
They move.
They moo. They because as they move, they moo like the entire time. I'm just like, why does that even need to be? Like,
Because it's fun for kids.
it's
Yeah.
not fun for me though. Like,
You're not
that's
a kid.
The reason
Nah,
I go in there, you go into a supermarket also for the experience. You know, like.
Oh no,
good
he's an
music.
hour in a supermarket kind of guy. Honestly, he
yeah.
walks around, just looks at all the food, dribbles on the floor.
Only a couple of.
Sniffs it
I
with
did
it.
Only
that
a
once
certain
with you, but
items.
that is not a norm.
Do you remember that day we spent about an hour and a half in Sainsbury's after the gym? It was really bad.
When was that?
With the Sainsbury's next
Remember that?
to
The Sainsbury's in Wandsworth, the big one.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing, Sainsbury's. That's a really good one. That used to be my local because obviously I lived.
We should start doing like shop reviews.
Oh, it's great.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a
Yeah.
guy actually who does shop reviews. He goes, "Oh, these are my munchies," and he like opens them up and has like a slice, and like obviously someone's filming it for
Mate,
him.
this
One
sounds
of the
just you.
Basically,
Like,
one of
sounds
the-
like you.
Yeah.
let me explain this a little bit better. So the guy goes up to a customer at one of the people who are in the supermarket. And he goes, "Can you film this for me? Can you film me making a review?"
Or you start screeching or
Right?
something.
And his friends are on either side of the aisle with like phones like just peeking out, right? Just peeking out. And he goes, "Guys, welcome back to my review channel." blah, blah, blah." And he like eats the food, right? And then just starts dancing in front of them, like, trying to get a reaction out of them. And you can see him like, I don't know. It's a good watch. I'll send you guys something. I'll
Thank
send
you.
it to the Blues podcast.
Yeah.
Blues.
The Blue podcast.
Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah.
Blue. Sorry, I'll
Blue
send that.
podcast.
We just featured in the newspaper for the first time ever.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
lowercase the, high case B for Blue and P podcast. No, because she was on the Blue podcast.
But it's not the Blue Podcast, it's the Blue Podcast Network.
No, but
Yeah.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and also it's called the Blue Podcast then. And I know you want to try and take over everything. It's fine.
Okay,
Change the
cool.
name.
Let's get back onto the shops then. So
Yes.
what's after?
Oh,
those
what's
two?
after them
What's
two?
the brackets?
It's got to be Sainsbury's.
It's Sainsbury's Tesco, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's Sainsbury's Aldi.
I
100%.
do understand what you're saying there because
I-
Tesco
Aldi,
dropped-
wonky veg is better than anywhere
I
else's.
do hear it.
Better than anywhere else's, like even M&S's veg. I'm telling
They
you.
have good quality as well.
Yeah,
The
even if it
quality.
looks ugly, it's so good. They're
Club,
fruit.
Club
They're
Card
blueberries.
is saving
Oh,
Tesco from
That's
the
a good
brink
point.
of extinction
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Tesco.
Like,
They make
They don't have good meal deals.
Club Card is there literally
Don't have good
just
fruit.
Yeah.
keep people
The meal
going.
deals
But
are
everyone
big Tesco
is-
because they have so many more variety.
Maybe.
everyone's
Big
sort of
Tesco.
catching
Yeah,
up with the
Tesco
whole Club
Express
Card
is-
thing. Like obviously Nectarcard does little bits here and
Next
there.
been going on for longer than
I know, but they've now just sort of got onto the train of like actually good deals.
yeah. Like
Oh, I agree.
healthy
Bailey's
stuff.
for like a whole bottle of Bailey's for like £10.
Litre
Yeah.
Over
bottle of
Christmas,
Baileys
I was
for
going
£13,
mad.
Yeah, I think I bought like a massive amaretto for like £9.50. It was like from £15 to £9.50.
Ben and Jerry's for £3.
We don't care.
No, I don't do ice cream.
I don't sound like
I,
not like that.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
he loves chocolate.
Nah, look,
No,
I'll
no,
like
no.
ice cream if I'm out and I'm having a dessert. But
Like
like
a-
ice cream
yeah.
on its own, that's just batty.
Have you told
No, he
say
so
that.
basically we went to
Oh, yeah.
Tom's
Someone
once.
needs
you
to
know,
order
you know the
that,
Halloween
please.
party. That
Yeah,
house?
yeah.
You didn't come to that, did you?
He was supposed to,
You were
but
supposed
he
to,
left
yeah, yeah,
when we
left
were at
before,
the Northcote.
You weren't
I
invited.
remember that.
That's fine. You were bad.
You were walking down the road, then you had to go.
Oh yeah, he left earlier. I remember that.
No, he wasn't there. But he left before.
What, when I was
came,
walking
he
up,
he was
oh,
gonna
yeah.
go.
and then I had an
Northcote,
argument,
and then you had
and
to
then I went
leave,
home.
yeah.
And I was like,
Do you
I
know
can't
what
be
he ate
doing
before
this.
everyone else arrived?
What
Yeah.
Ben Jerry's?
He ate a full pizza, massive
Domino's?
fuck off pizza. Not Domino's. Yeah. We were quite cheap at that time. I
Fine.
didn't have a job.
Okay.
And then he just ate a full tub of Ben and Jerry's.
So he did the same
A
thing.
full tub.
No,
Mate,
he just
You fat
he just asked
bastard.
for a
You
spoon.
fat
I-
bastard.
No, sorry.
All he asked for was a
Can I
spoon.
point out? We then you remember when we went to yours with Carlos and Lloyd.
Didn't
He
he
did
also
the same
then,
thing.
But then
but
also that
quicker.
night, didn't he also that night have a fucking KFC
Oh,
and
yeah,
McDonald's?
KFC.
Yeah,
Mate,
Yeah,
you need to
but-
pack it
sorry,
in, bro.
Sorry.
What are you doing, man?
So
Get a map of
no,
the-
so yeah,
You did at the end of the night.
Seriously, you wasn't when you shooting in the
Yeah.
gym?
That was breakfast, though.
I was gonna say
That was
the Halloween, yes, but do you
Just
remember?
because it was 5 a.m. in the
Remember
morning.
when
Yeah,
we went to
KFC for
yours-
The
breakfast.
KFC at like midnight and then Mackey's at 5
Yeah.
in the
KFC's
morning.
open.
What
at
did
5
you
in the
have
morning.
from Mackey's?
muffins, I think.
Oh, that's all right.
To
That's
be fair,
okay.
it's the
A
only reason
muffin?
I went to get food was
Mc-
my partner was
muffin,
pregnant and wanted
McMuffin.
food, so I was like, "We gotta get food," and he was like, "I'll
Yeah.
come."
No,
But no,
So- no, you go.
I was gonna say your graduation did the same thing. Got your graduation, got a pizza, ate a tub of ice cream in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
The whole thing gone
That's
in like
mad
5
person.
minutes.
Doesn't drink though, like us two right now. Eh?
Yes,
Yeah.
dry
Dry
January.
Jan.
I was
Don't
actually
drink at
going to
all.
try and.
Really?
Only water.
Only water.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Somehow, bro, I regret it sometimes. Though.
Like tea, coffee?
But it's also not
No.
a choice.
Nothing.
Just water.
Literally
Wow,
It's also
good
not
for
a
you.
It's the only reason I'm not fucking like that.
It's
For
the
context,
best.
you said how big it would be.
Yeah,
It's the
that's it.
best drink in the world.
What?
Water.
Yeah.
All right, what is the best alcoholic drink?
I love rum. I'm sorry, I love
Yeah,
rum.
spiced.
Spice rum
Yeah.
and Coke.
And what? Nah, no way.
Yeah.
No
No,
way.
but like,
I like a rum and
let's
Ginger ale.
exclude cocktails for just.
Does a
a second.
Negroni
Ginger
count as a
ale.
cocktail?
Yes.
Yes.
No, but
A
it's
Negroni
just
is a cocktail.
there's one less. No, but there's
Where do you
one
find
less
it on the menu?
item.
In the cocktail section.
Okay.
There's one less
Buddy.
item in a
Right.
Negroni than in like a mix, like a
No,
mix.
okay.
with-
All I'm saying
with
is the
spirits.
reason I can't say Negroni is because I remember the other about a year ago I had a pre-mix of Negroni. Just me and my friend backed the whole bottle and got completely fucked.
Yeah, but that's your problem for having a
Yeah,
pre-mixed Negroni, mate.
I
He backed a whole liter bottle.
I think Negroni, one, is a cocktail, and two, absolutely delicious.
Oh, it is the best.
So don't
it's
get me
the
wrong,
best
I like
cocktail
it.
for
I
me.
just
It's the best.
can't have it at the moment.
What about an old fashioned? Does that count as a
Old fashioned I
cocktail?
love.
Yes.
It's
That's
still a
not. How is that a
cocktail.
cocktail? It's bitters, ice, and whiskey.
It's
Anything
it's a
you're
cocktail.
There's less
mixing.
in that with a spirit. You're mixing a
It's
spirit
still
with
a
Coke.
cocktail.
We have less.
I disagree.
We have less pull on what is a cocktail or not.
It's still a
Then
cocktail.
yeah, if
Nah,
it's
I disagree. I disagree.
Is it on the cocktail?
It's on the cocktail list, so yeah, it's a classic
Yeah,
cocktail,
but-
old
I
fashioned.
disagree, honestly. It's
why?
got less in
But
it
why
than a
do you
mixed
disagree?
drink.
But why?
There's two parts in a mixed drink.
Let me.
Yeah,
let me
and there's two parts in an old fashioned.
Not in a
three.
Negroni, there's three.
There's
Okay,
three, there's
I
three
agree.
parts.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
But an old-fashioned.
Old fashioned is three.
let me
No.
ask you a question.
No.
Why are you
You
so
got
against
sugar, whiskey, bitters. It's three.
Sugar doesn't count.
sugar?
Wait,
Sugar?
it's
Sugar
still-
syrup.
Also,
Yeah.
it takes a lot longer to make a old fashioned, making it more like a cocktail than if you just put a bit of spirit. And
Exactly. The
Not
whole
if
point
you
is
take
to-
care
the whole
in
point is to
making your
mix
drinks,
it together.
mate.
That's the whole point.
I just drink to get pissed.
Why are you against it being a cocktail so much?
No, I just think it's like it's close enough to be considered just a drink. And why are we
didn't realise
excluding
this would be a
cocktails?
debate.
No, but back on the point. Anyway, I think rum and ginger ale is good.
Ginger ale's good.
I thought also
Oh.
rum and pineapple is
Ginger ale's
good.
good.
Rum and
Rum,
pineapple
pineapple,
juice.
No, I think any juice with
Yeah.
spirits. Anytime I'm a bit like.
Unless
a
you're
bit
having-
wet.
unless
yeah,
you're
I
having
agree,
a-
but it's a bit of a wet white
Unless you're
drink.
having like
isn't it?
my chaser,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they can't mix. Really,
Well,
for
you
me.
want tequila and pineapple.
Tequila and
That-
pineapple.
that's what I mean,
Tequila,
yeah.
which is called a Craig David.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
pineapple, but
Who
with
is Craig
apple
David?
juice.
DJ.
Craig
Is
David,
he?
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Look at
massive.
Virgin,
What
come Monday. We was hanging out, you know.
That's
That's
Craig David.
He also sings.
I actually missed the day there.
Thursday
I went
and
from Monday to
Friday,
Wednesday. What happened on Tuesday?
Okay, all right.
What did happen on Tuesday? I don't even know. So
was it
bits.
Well, once
Yeah.
Oh, we
Fortnite
play
games.
PlayStation.
Fortnite
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
We're
I didn't play
actually
again.
we're actually having a really wholesome day.
I,
A wholesome week so
Week,
far.
yeah.
Jan.
I've been starting on a new project,
yeah.
hopefully to make some money.
Yes.
Been gymming, fasting, not drinking, and missing my girlfriend.
I wish
Oh.
I wish
Playing Fortnite with the boys.
I wish I
Yeah.
could say the same. I've been drinking.
Nice
We had
little
the meeting
substitute.
the other day. I was out drinking anyway.
He was like, oh yeah, I'm not drinking, shebang.
You
Pint in hand and flipping rum on the side.
you are a beacon of hope.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If I can do it, everyone can.
You're
If you guys ever need UC to tell the truth, the drink of choice is
Gin and tonic.
A gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Gin and tonic. He spills
I
the
was-
beans. But how's not drinking going for you? I mean, I'm doing it as well. I
good.
feel amazing.
Oh, I feel really good.
Yeah.
Waking up in the mornings. I mean, I'm still quite tired because I'm fasting as well,
Mm,
and my calorie deficit's quite a lot.
mm.
I'm trying to become a skinny bitch for skiing.
You got Ramadan coming up soon as well,
Skiing will
mate.
do it on its own, buddy.
Muslim.
Mate, you're halfway there. You're fasting already, mate. You may as well.
I'm eating during the day, so
Oh, that's pathetic.
so I eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then fast from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Fair enough. To be fair, I'm only drinking a lot now because I know that in a month I'm not going to be drinking.
Yeah, you have a reason
So-
to not. Yeah.
Why?
Although you might be to try
Actually, I can
and sleep.
say it now. I'm having a baby in a month.
Are you?
Wow! Congratulations.
He's for context 6 years younger than you.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Yes, and I don't plan on having
You're
one
29 in fact.
anytime soon. Anyway, so
So yeah, from like February, you probably won't see me here much.
Boy,
But-
girl,
Girl.
nice.
Oh,
Name?
Yeah, Olivia.
Oh,
Nice.
So yeah, you
What's
probably
sister's
won't
name?
see you here that much, but yeah, that's why I'm drinking now because in a month I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair. That's fair.
it's a good point.
well,
on that-
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On that happy
Yeah.
note, thank you very much, boys, for coming on.
Thank
Happy
you.
days,
Thank you.
mate.
We've had a lot
Happy
of fun.
I'm
days.
sure we'll do this again.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
covered a lot of topics.
covered-
Have we?
We've covered a
And
lot.
we've been
Well,
to a
we
lot
could
of
have kept
things.
going for another 5 hours there. That was,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
know.
good
Me
time.
too.
All right,
Me
well,
too.
what are your guys' Instagrams so they can find you? Well, you specifically,
Sam so hated. Don't ask why.
because you're so hated.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It's just
back
like
in the day. I
a
just never
corny
changed it.
Instagram handle.
Sam so
And
hated.
let's
as
try and
it-
get him to 400 followers.
Oh, I'm not that fussed, you know.
He's not a big.
I'm not
You
really.
got any posts at all?
Yeah, I've got like 5. They're all like just me and
Shirtless.
not even, mate. You don't want to see. Nobody wants to be seeing that.
You went to
It's
the gym with me
use
for a
for
little
loose.
bit and then
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
Well,
about
thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you for, I'm going to say, hopefully 9.5k subscribers by the time this comes out. It's been an amazing Christmas. You guys have been phenomenal. Check out all of our other shows, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.